Well, welcome back to the next installment on the bath shower renovation, bathtub to shower renovate, whatever I've been calling it. It's been so many months ago, I don't even remember what I called it. I don't remember what episode I'm on. Maybe 11, 12, 13, I have no idea. The important part is we're getting back on it. We're getting really motivated to finish this up. Really all we got left to do is finish this plywood. We decided what we're going to put on the wall. I'll tell you about that in a little while. Pretty excited about that. And we decided to go ahead and put the just green board on the ceiling and paint it. But right on this video here, I'm going to be finishing up the plywood, and then we'll talk about what's coming up soon with it. Good to be back outside. It's supposed to be in the high 50s today and sunny. Supposed to be like this all weekend, a little bit warmer even tomorrow. So you might be able to hear a little bit of remnants of there's a gun range the next holler over, I think. And they've been over there, especially today, they'll be out there shooting. So I was trying to keep it out of my video, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I've got my measurements written down. I've already taken my measurements for the next piece. This piece is going to be for the shower handle, and the shower head is that. And then I've just got the two pieces on the outside going back to where for now is going to be a shower curtain, possible shower door, and then we'll be done with this. So that's good. So let's get at it. All right, I've got it. Whoop, let me make sure here. Yeah. I already got all my measurements laid out. I took everything from my shadow here, from this edge here. Took all my measurements from. This is a 4x8 sheet. I need 33 3/4 on the width of it. So there's my 33 3/4 right here, if you can see the line. Then I'm laying out this is where my shower on-off handle is going to be. I'm getting ready to get a hole saw, cut that out. And then the height of it, I'm just going just above this handle. And then my next piece will go on top of it, which will be this piece right here. And then I'll just have my shower head in it. I don't really have the room to do the whole thing at one time. So I'm just going to do it in two pieces. And then our finished wall bore tile is going to be over top this. This hole saw is dull. Oh, guess what? My battery's out. That hole in there, forgot to film it. It wasn't pretty anyway. This is the only hole saw big enough for the hole I needed. I really wanted a clean hole, so I had to do the old and it's not the safest way to do it because it'll catch, which it did a few times. But we got it in there. All right, forgot to reposition my sawhorses, but it worked out. just had a little bit of water leak out of my shower head. I just never have been able to get that figured out. I mean, just a little small drip. All right. Let me show you real quick what I've got here. All right, there's my cutout. Now my ring is a whole lot bigger than that. I may go get my osculator and cut just an angle right here, because right here, that's a threaded fitting. Those two are threaded fittings. That way, if I ever do have to change this out, which I shouldn't have to change the whole thing out, just this part has got working parts in it. I guess if I have to, I can always cut that. It's just wood. But everything else is easy to get to. But yeah, my shower head has always had a drip. Very small drip. This is not the shower head I'm going to be using. This is what came with the shower kit. The shower head kit. But it's not real serious. I mean, as long as it's not leaking inside the walls, which there's nothing leaking in there. That's what's important. And eventually I'll have an access over here from the other side down by the floor. I'm going to be putting that like T11 board. I've already started, so that's going to be around the whole outside of the shower. And I will just dab those screws with some white paint, trying to make them blend in a little bit. Anyway, all right, I'm going to finish screwing this off. Then I'm going to go out and cut this board. It's going up to the top. Then all I have left is this side here and on the other side of the shower. It's really, I know the camera's, I've said this about every video, I just want to make it clear that it's there's not much room to do filming in here. So it's all close up and personal. All right. Okay, everybody. I got the back wall done. I was double checking my plate here, my mounting plate, face plate, and the screws would not go in, which means I mounted everything just about a quarter of an inch, probably too deep. Of course, there's going to be wall board on here we're putting on, which is like another, I think it's an eighth or a quarter. But I put everything on, just stuck it on here, and everything is still fine. It's still working fine. So I'm just going to get some, I'm just going to leave it where it's at and get some longer screws to put my faceplate on. So easy fix on that, and everything was still working fine. I just mounted my assembly a little bit too much further back in the wall. It could have been where I've gone back and forth so many times on what I'm going to put on the wall, but I thought I was loud enough. But anyway, it's a minor thing. It'll be okay. Okay, now what I've got to do is just finish these little sections here. Coming here and over here on this side. Robin has decided, I was talking to her about either doors or shower curtain later on, and she's just decided we'd just use a shower curtain. This side over here is a little bit out of square, not much, but a little bit out of square, about 1/8 of an inch from bottom to top, which, you know, I could fix that, but she said that was all right. We'll just do it, keep it how it is. And put shower curtains up there. We're gonna have, we're gonna look at putting a fold-up bench in here for if we felt like sitting down, and then probably shelving in both corners for to put stuff on. So the next stage after this is going to be our wallboard, which I will get to that here in just a little bit. For now, I'm just gonna finish up these sides. All right, guys. Kind of hard to see, but I got the plywood here on this side. Plywood finished on this side. Now, all we've got left now is the green board. Gonna put the green board up here on the ceiling. We'll have to do a little finishing there, but hopefully I can get it all cut in one piece. Just got to cut this rectangle out right here. So then we'll just have the screw holes, a little bit of taping, mudding to do. And then after that, our wallboard. Let's see if I can find a picture of that. Okay, guys. I'm just going to try to show you here what this looks like. Looks like a tile, but it's actually a board. It goes together like a floating floor board, if you've ever seen those. It's kind of hard to... That's a wall there, and you see it there. You can see the pattern. We're actually going to put ours vertical. We're going to have ours going up and down the wall instead of sideways. So I guess what I mean is it's going to go up this way. Trying to get my screen to come back on and it won't. There it goes. Going to be going vertical instead of horizontal the way it was in that picture. And then we'll have, there is a corner piece you can put up here. It slides into it. Then we'll, down at the floor, I'm probably just going to put caulking. Alright, that was my wife calling. So it'll have a inside corner pieces, and then at the floor we're just going to caulk it. Put a good bit of caulk on it. So it'll be a few weeks before we can do all that. It's not as expensive as the PVC board I was going to put on there, but it's not cheap either. But I really think it's going to look good, so I want to give it a try. So that's going to be it for this short video. There's my buddy Arthur. Hey Arthur, what you doing, buddy? Huh? He hangs out outside. I got the back door open. He decided to come in. All right. Yeah. I guess that's it for the video, as I mentioned. So stay tuned for the next one. We're definitely going to be finishing this inside of the shower this summer. One other thing I'm going to have to come up with is on this right here, on this board. So the board I just showed you is going to also be right here. So my white bead board, well, it's this board right here. It's been painted, but we're putting this all the way around the shower and the wall here. So where it's going to meet this other board, I got to come off the trim, so I'm going to be checking that out. I want this trim to be waterproof. I'm not really necessarily going to worry about that because we're going to have a shower curtain here. This probably doesn't need to be waterproof either, but if I can't find it waterproof, that's fine, because like I said, we're going to have a shower curtain right here. It's going to split right there, so it'll work out all right. So thank you for watching the short video. I think it was short. I've got a bad habit of saying that. And we'll see you again next time. God bless.